chocolates I gave you?
She means our Susan. She just happened to see me testing them.
Did you eat them?
Well, I did try one or two.
Well, how many did Susan have?
I couldn't say exactly.
Half of them?
No, not half.
A quarter?
Not a quarter exactly.
Yeah, how many?
She's given them up for Lent.
She said she was giving up sugar in her tea.
Yes, well, we've run out of sugar, so she had to give up chocolates.
No, don't be funny.
Never mind that now. She'll be in soon, so start practicing your proposal. I wouldn't go down on your knee in those pants, though. They're too tight. Instead of popping the question, you'll be popping your shirt tail out.
Look, I don't believe you're Susan and that fella getting engaged.
Well, what about him taking her in his car, kissing her hand? What do you think that's for?
I'll ask him.
Yes, and when you do... You can't do that. He'll kill me. He'll kill you. He's 7 feet tall and broad with it. He makes Fred Emney look like Ted Loon.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm not frightened. The bigger they are, the harder I fall. I'll tell Mr. John Nightingale to keep off my worm, bird, girl. Let him flap his wings in his own back garden or I'll clip him on it.
James, I wish you hadn't told me about Alfred. I have no desire to be involved.
I told you because I might need some advice.
If Alfred finds Mr. Nightingale, my advice to you is emigrate.
Alfie'll never find old Bird Brain's nest. He gets lost sometimes walking upstairs to bed. Anyway, before Susan gets back from the kitchen, if Alfie comes in and says I told him about Nightingale, shall I pretend he's gone crackers or just face up to Susan and say Alfie's lying?
You'll not do either. Remember the old saying, tell the truth and shame the devil.
That's a nice way to talk about my sister.
I was not referring to Susan, as you know very well.
Did I hear my name mentioned? I hope it was something nice, Mr. Craythorpe.
Oh, naturally, what else?
Tell her what you said.
No, I don't want to compliment her to her face. I wouldn't like to embarrass her.
Well, I'll embarrass her. He said that...
James, don't be so naughty.
All right, Mr. Craythorpe, never mind. Excuse me, I'll see who's at the door.
No, I'll go. It'll be Alfie. I mean, you sit down. Have a rest, Susan.
Oh, what's wrong with you? I haven't seen Alfie for 2 days.
Yes, well, he's got to get used to your face again. I mean, you being so pretty.
Mr. Craythorpe, has Jimmy had a knock on the head?
Not yet. I mean, no.
Oh, it's you, is it, troublemaker?
Quiet, Susan's in there.
Alfie, I'm in here. Come in.
Alfie, don't let on, not a word. Susan, it's Alfie. Alfie, everything's fine. I fixed it. You're friends again. Off to the front room and get sloppy.
Fix what?
He's fixed me with old...
Not a word about,
You what?
We don't want to hear, no birds.
What are you doing?
She's trying to stop me telling about seeing Nightingale.
Don't be daft, they don't come out in the daylight, do they, Mr. Craythorpe?
Well, no, not really.
And he's an expert. That's it. All shut up while Mr. Craythorpe does his bird impressions. Whistle like a thrush. Go on.
I will not.
All right, then. Susan, Mr. Craythorpe said that you...
James. Oh, very well.
That was a thrush sitting on a nettle. Now we'll have...
Jenny. Alfie, what's this about Nightingale?
John Nightingale, when Jimmy told me how you and him were courting.
What?
And you were getting engaged, I decided to go and tell him to keep off the grass. I phoned their office and somebody gave me the address, Cardigan Road. I had no paper, so I wrote it on a £1 note, got on a bus, asked for a sixpenny, but had no change, so I gave the conductor the note. He gave me a dirty look and 19 in a tanner in threepenny bits. I got off, asked a copper for pullover straight. He sent me to Cardigan Road, but I didn't know the number.
So you didn't find him?
No.
Good.
But I found his house.
How?
Well, and I knocked at the door and the lady answered and I said, could she help me?
And she said, try a doctor.
Shut up. I said I was looking for John Nightingale to stop him chasing after my girl and wanting to get engaged to her, and could she tell me where he lived?
Oh, did she know where he lived?
She knew all right. She's his wife.
Now, don't be daft, Jim. You can't run away to sea.
I could if you'd give me a lift to Liverpool. Mum and Grandad won't be home for at least an hour.
Jim, when you paint the piper, you have to face the music.
If Mum and Grandad find out what I've done, the music'll be the Dead March.
But you told me Susan said she wouldn't divert you to them.
I know. She was going to tell Knitting Nightingale and let him be the stool pigeon. I thought he'd have been on to them last night.
Maybe she didn't tell him. Perhaps she was just frightening you to cure you of prefabricating.
Yes, maybe you're right. She was just teasing me. Pulling my leg. I'll pull her ponytail off when I see her. I'll bet that's Ozzy. He'll be wanting to come round here for a second tea.
Well, go and have a chinwag with the human ostrich and forget about the other bird, Nightingale. He'll be safely home in his cage by now.
Hello, is that the walking dustbin?
My name is Nightingale.
Oh, heck. Mr. Whittle, it's him.
Was you calling, Wacker?
Yes, for help. It's the pigeon on the phone. And I don't think I'm going to like his message.
Hello? Hello, are you there?
No, we're whole out.
I can't hear properly. Can I speak to Mr. Sinclair, please, or Mrs. Clitheroe?
No, she's indisposed. And he's hinder clink.
Look, I don't know whether you're being funny or you're just stupid, but I'm coming round to see them about a boy called Jimmy.
They won't buy him, they've got one.
Are you Jimmy Clitheroe? You sound cheeky enough.
Hey, I'm the butler. Wait a minute, Mr. Nightingale. Me Grandad and Mum are going out in half an hour, so you can't see them.
Can't I? I'll be there in 15 minutes.
Good. Oh, goodness.
What are you talking about, Jim?
He's coming here in 15 minutes to see Mum and Grandad. And they won't be back for an hour.
Well, he'll just wait for them.
Oh, no, he won't. He'll come when they're not here, see them while they're out, and be gone when they get back.
You what? You sound like Alfie. His kind of talk must be disinfected.
I'm just ringing him to come over. By the time he's listened to Alfie for 10 minutes, Nightingale will be that dizzy he won't know whether to fly away or lay an egg.
Yeah, I don't like this, Jim.
Look, if I tell Nightingale who you are, he'll peck your Adam's apple out. Now, you're looking after Mum, who's supposed to be upstairs, right?
All right.
Mr. Whittle...
I know. I'm your granddad. But I feel a right soft Nelly in this kilt. I'm getting drafts where I've never had them before.
It'll only be for 10 minutes.
Mr. Whittle, when a bloke wears a kilt...
All right, Alfie, now then.
No, I mean, how do you put your hands in your pockets?
That'll be Dickie Bird himself. I'll let him in. Now, don't let me down. And if you act good, I'll get you on the telly. Bill and Ben can't last forever.
Bring them in, Jim. I'm all ready with me Scotch eccentricity.
Alfie, get in the front room and come in after Tweety Pie meets Grandad Whittle.
All right, but I won't know what to say.
That's never stopped you from talking before. Hello, come in, sir.
Thank you. I presume you're young Jimmy delinquent?
I'm glad you like a joke. Come in and meet one. Meet me Grandad, I mean.
Come in, the new.
This is the gentleman, Grandad.
How do you do, sir? I have a serious complaint to see you about.
Well, I'm his granddad, not the doctor. Anyway, I'm tickled pumped to see you, Jock. On this broad bracket moonlicked racket whacker.
I'm afraid I don't understand you, sir.
Grandad has a rare Scottish accent. He comes from the Highlands.
Oh? Where did you live in Scotland?
Scotland Road.
Look, I haven't come here to listen to stupid jokes. I want you to punish this young scallywag.
Now, keep your vest on. I don't like being referred to as stupid, or me grandson being called a scallion. So just tranquilise yourself, or I might have to feed you a mouthful of knuckles.
Don't frighten me, sir.
Watch it, Mr. Blackbird Nightingale, and me grandad'll do the Highland fling on your nut.
No wonder the boy behaves as he does with a grandfather who's a buffoon.
I'm a what?
A buffoon.
It means you're a monkey.
I don't know what to say.
And who are you, sir?
He's the doctor, looking after me mum. Tell us, how is she, Doctor?
Oh,
Me mother, you Doctor.
oh, I don't know. She's not here. She's not with us. Yeah, but all there. I mean, she's not well.
I can't understand it. She's only had her usual 2 bottles of gin.
2 bottles? Does your mother drink every day, then?
Of course she drinks every day. She's me mother, not a camel.
Can't you do anything about it, Doctor?
Doctor!
Oh, me ankle. Do anything about what?
To stop his mother drinking bottles of gin.
Well, I could give her a glass. Oh, I see. Stop the gin, yes. Yeah, I'll put her on whiskey. Yeah, I mean milk. Milk and fruit. A glass of fruit and a bowl of whiskey. Milk.
Are you sure you're a doctor?
No. Yes, I am. Of course.
Well, he's really a vet, but he's cheap.
Oh, I've had enough. I can see I'm wasting my time.
Are you going, Och Eyeball? Won't you have a sup of whiskey? The old Doc and Dorothy?
I'm going.
Well, give me your coat, Pat. I'll hang it up for you.
Thanks, Father. Oh, I'm tired.
Oh, heck. Quick, Mr. Nightingale, hop out of the window. I mean, go out the back.
I will go out the way I came in.
Well, I'll hop out of the window.
Oh, I'm down for a cup of tea. Hello, everyone. Jimmy, introduce me.
I'm sorry I'm going. I've met enough people for one day.
And just what do you mean by that, sir?
Well, goodbye, sir. I'll walk down the road with you. As far as London.
Who are you?
Yes, and what are you doing here?
I'm John Nightingale, and I've just met this boy's lout of a grandfather there.
What?
I wanted to see his mother, but she's too drunk to speak to me.
How dare you talk about me like that?
You? I said his mother.
I am his mother.
Yes, and I'm his lout of a grandfather.
Well, who are these people?
I'm Harry.
Yeah, I'm Alfie.
And I'm not very well at all.